Well, hello plant tribe, and how is everybody doing today? So, what I'm going to do is take you on a little plant tour of my humble abode. However, what I'm going to do this time is split it up into probably 4 parts, maybe 5. We'll see how long it goes. So what I'm going to kind of do is like split my house into like parts. So the shelf that you see here behind me and the plants surrounding that will be one video. My TV stand and the 2 IKEA racks beside it will be video 2, and so on and so forth. So I think that's a little bit better way to do it. Then you guys aren't sitting there for 3 years watching my really great camera skills. Oh. Anyway, so today we're gonna check out Plant Tour Part 1. Didn't introduce myself. Well, hello there. My name is Nikki. This is Plants, Pots, and Whatnots. If you're new, welcome. It is so nice to have you. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. It is much appreciated, and it is lovely to see you all. Okay, so let's get into it. Plant Tour Part 1. Alright guys, here we go. So this is the shelf that we're going to be taking a look at today. Ooh, it is sunny in here this morning. Okay, let's get right in here. So first, it's really hard to see these. Let me just pull them out. Okay, this guy is my neon pink syngonium. Hopefully you can see that. This guy is doing quite well. He's getting quite big. He is an amazing grower. He's got some new shoots coming off there. I have propagated this one a couple times, taken some cuttings, and I'm gonna grow them out and probably stick them back in there, maybe share some with friends. You know, things we do with propagations. My next plant is this Hoya carnosa. Ignore the light, I can't get at this stick no matter how hard I try. This one is my Hoya carnosa. Got some new growth going on right there. He is a good grower, especially recently. He has picked up and he is doing quite well. So that is him. There's actually 3 cuttings in here. I will fix that light eventually. The last plant on this shelf is this guy. This guy is pretty cool. It's a syngonium. I'm not sure of the variety. If you guys know, please go ahead and let me know. But he's got really cool little leaves. Like they're little roundy leaves. Anywho, he's a good grower too. These last couple leaves are stunting a little bit though, so I'm not really sure what up with that. Sorry about my big hand in the way. So here we have my, I think they called him like a peacock calathea. The name is totally leaving me right now as to what the actual name of this plant is. It'll come to me after I turn the camera off. But this guy's doing okay. He's getting pretty tall. And then moving over here, we have my Calathea zebrina, who, now that I am giving her filtered water, look at this, no crisp. No crisp, that's amazing. So she's doing quite well. Right here is a plant that you will be seeing in an upcoming haul video. Not sure what I'm going to put first. You may have already seen it. I don't know. But this is my Tradescantia Nanook. And it is so
beautiful. The backs of the leaves, if you can see there underneath, are like so pink. And I was so excited to find this one. And next to her we have the beautiful Calathea orbifolia. This is her newest leaf that came out in my care. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but she is doing quite well and she is okay with life right now. Okay, and then if we look in here, we have a little Aglonema. She's so cute. She's getting big. She's got gorgeous leaves. Look at these leaves. Wow. So, oh my gosh, look at this. Let me take her out so you can see her. That looks like a bloom. Can you see it? Hold on, let me turn it. You see that? That's exciting. Nice. Bloom, little guy, bloom. Okay, I'm gonna do this little shelf in front of this one too, and because there's just a lot going on everywhere here. So right here we have my Cissus Discolor, who is confusing. So as you can see, there are some, hold on, let me rearrange here. There are some growth points here. So she's got this little vine. She's got this little vine here that's growing all the way up here. And there are some new leaves coming out on there. So I don't know. I'm not confident. This plant's very confusing. I don't know what she wants. Okay, over here we have my little pink Fittonia, and she's getting lots of water, but recently her leaves have started to curl under like this, so I think actually she might need a new pot. So we're going to give that a shot later today and see how that goes. Okay, this is my Queen Anthurium dark form. Now, as you can see, something happened. So this, we call these our bullet holes. So it was partially out when it was shipped to us, and these got a little ripped, so when it unfurled, we had these lovely bullet holes, which was fine. And then it got some sort of bacteria, and you can see the yellow coming through all the spots. Sorry if you can see that. And then it started to do this crisping on either side, but it has basically stopped doing that now. So I'm just kind of leaving her to see what happens. Here is the other leaf. She had some new growth coming out in here, and then it stopped and shriveled up. So I don't know. She's a work in progress. I think I might have to, like, she gets a lot of humidity, but I think I might have to actually throw her in my little greenhouse. And I don't know. I just don't know about her. So that is my Queen Anthurium, my Anthurium Oraquenum. It's a Queen Anthurium. Lord. Okay, and next up on my shelf is my Hoya macrophylla, and this is the Albo marginata. As you can see, she's got those gorgeous white margins on the outsides of her leaves. And then when the new ones come in, they get this pink. You can see that. She's doing quite well. She's starting to throw all kinds of vines. oh, it's too early in the morning. So yeah, that is her. She's doing well. I got all excited the other day because I thought I was growing a peduncle. Where is it? I don't even know where it is now. Maybe it wasn't this one even. No, I'm sure it was. Okay, I got nothing. I don't know. Maybe it was a different plant altogether. Anyways, she's doing well, and so that is my Hoya macrophylla. If we look up in the back here, you can see my Phytophthora tetrasperma. Let me see if I can move the VTI. So this thing was growing like crazy. If you look up, look way up. Oh, 80s babies, do you remember what that's from? Look up, look way up. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to see if anybody actually remembers that other than me. Anyways, so it's getting super tall, as you can see. So I think I might do a little chop and prop and make the bottom a little more full and get some additional vines growing up either side of that moss pole. So that's the plan for that guy. Right here we have our wonderful lustrous Anthurium veitchii. So this right here is the leaf that that it shipped with. This is the leaf that was in the process of unfurling when I got him. You can see that he didn't quite fare so well. This is the first leaf that completely unfurled in my care. You can see there is no blemishes. It is perfection. And then this is the leaf that is currently unfurling. And they're really, really slow. If you've got one of these, you probably know what I mean. But it does take a little while for him to unfurl a leaf and then for it to harden off and become its final form. But that's okay. They are worth the wait. They're beautiful. Okay, moving along. Okay, and back here we have my Anthurium vitarifolium, which you can't see, so let me just take him out. Oh boy. Let's see if I can set him here. Okay, so this is my Anthurium vitarifolium. I am absolutely obsessed with both of these strap leaf Anthuriums that I got semi-recently. So you can see here that there is an inflorescence. It was teeny tiny when I first got the plant, and if you look just to the right of that one, you can see that there, in fact, is another one. Now, I think this is another inflorescence, but it may be another leaf. I don't really know, to be honest. This leaf right here is just in the process of unfurling. So that is his brand new leaf. But this plant is just amazing, and I can't wait to see it get like massive and have these huge pendants, and it's exciting times, exciting times. Okay, we're gonna put her back up here without wrecking anything. Oh my word, this is hard to do with one hand. Need a cameraman. Okay, so there we go. She's all back in her home. Okay, and here I'm gonna have to get a ladder, a little step stool. Hold on one second. Okay. And here she is, folks. This is my Alocasia frydek, or Michaelitziana, or whatever you want to call it. Here is all of her leaves. And then her newest one is right in there. So I know a lot of people say they have problems getting this thing to grow more than 3 leaves. I don't. I think this is probably the plant that I get asked about the most. So she currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has 8 leaves. This poor baby has been through two rounds of thrips, and she is still gorgeous and just putting out the the new growth, and it's wild. So for those of you who have never seen thrip damage before, thrips are another thing that I get asked about quite frequently because I was battling them. I'm still battling them here and there. They're not too bad right now. I'm just keeping it under control. And with house plants, basically you're gonna have pests. So that's just, it comes with the territory. So your goal really is just to control them. You're never going to fully eradicate all pests. It's just not going to happen. So once you're acceptant of that, then it makes plant parenthood a little bit easier. But let me just flip this leaf here. So if that's going to focus, please focus. You see those little dots? That is thrip damage. And you can see it here on the top as well. And it's so unfortunate because it does happen so fast. And, you know, this is just such a stunning plant that it's really sad to see, you know, any marrings of any kind on it. But it is still beautiful, and she is rocking life right now. Okay, let's move down. This plant you haven't seen before unless I post the haul video before this one, which I don't think will happen. I think this video is going to go up first. So this is a little backwards, yes I know. This is the newest plant in my plant family. This is the Monstera dubia, or dubia, however you prefer to say it. Potato, potato. Goodness knows that botanical Latin is, you know, not easy by any means. So I picked this one up at Vandermeer Nurseries. They posted yesterday morning on their Instagram stories that they had this guy for sale, and I lost my mind, got my makeup on, got dressed, and flew to Vandermeer Nurseries. I was so excited. So I ran in there, and I think they had 5 left at the time. It looks like I got there just in time because about 2 hours after I left, they were completely sold out. So I'm so glad that I got this guy. So I brought him home. This was the plank that it came on. However, there wasn't a whole lot of moss on it, and it was buried really deep. So I actually took it out of the plastic nursery pot that it came in, put it in this terracotta pot, which is a little bit more appropriate for its roots. And I pulled the plank up a little and repositioned him on the pole with more sphagnum moss. So he's got a little bit more space to grip on there. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do when he gets to the top. I was actually talking to the guys from House Monstera yesterday, and they suggested putting moss on the other side and getting it to grow down the other side as well, which is kind of a cool idea. And then I can kind of, if I put it on the shelf sideways, you can kind of get a view from either side. So I think that's kind of a cool idea. So I might do that. Thank you, Bryce and Christian. Okay, so beside that, this is my Monstera Peru. So it is growing up this moss pole. Let me just move my mammy leaf. We've got some new growth, oh Lord, going on up here. You can see that? I got all kinds of leaves in my way. There we are. So it's doing quite well. This guy I find will grow really quickly for a little while and then just really grow slowly. It doesn't seem to have any reason for doing that. It's not that I'm watering any different or fertilizing any differently. She just has her moments where she feels like growing and other moments where she feels like not growing. But she is doing really well. I'm still obsessed with these awesome reptilian or prehistoric dinosaur looking leaves. So cool. Okay, moving along. Okay, and moving down here, this is also a new little plant. This is one that I have seen at Vandermeer Nurseries previously, only much larger. So I knew it was one that I was going to go back and get eventually, but when I was there yesterday, I saw them and they had just these little 4-inch pots. And for $7.99, I was like, okay, I can wait for it to grow. Alocasias seem to do really well in my care. I don't tend to have the same problems that other people do. I'm knocking on wood here because I don't know why, but I'm not going to knock it at this point. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, goodness knows. So this is an Alocasia bambino. I don't know if there's another name for it. I just got it yesterday, so I haven't done a whole lot of research, but they're really cool. You'll notice that the leaf shape is similar to, like, it kind of looks like an Ivory Coast, but the leaves are longer. They're kind of cool. So they still have that silvery gray dusty look that the Alocasia, sorry, my hand, okay, there we go, gimbal problems. So it still has that dusty kind of look that the Ivory Coast does, but as you can see, the leaf shape is very, very different. There's a new one coming in there. Now the cool thing, look at the backs of these leaves. They are like a dark, dark maroon. Really, really neat. So yeah, that is my new little Alocasia bambino. And if we move over here, this is a controversial plant at the moment. So there's actually two plants in this pot. I purchased both of these as Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen. And as we all know from Betsy Begonia, and it's an easy way to remember this, is that the queen wears her crown on the outside, or her white on the outside like a crown, right? Is that how she says it? And then the princess wears it like a dress down the middle. So the white in the middle is the princess, the white on the outside is the queen. Took me a while to figure that one out, and once I heard that, I was like, oh, that's so easy to remember. Any case, so the reason this is controversial is if you will look on this side, if that fungus gnat will go away. I am having like a fungus gnat issue right now, and it's driving me mental. Got to do something about that. So the leaves on this plant, because it's split in the middle, and there's one plant on this side and one plant on this side. I got them from two different places at two different times. This one, you can see these leaves are very long. And, you know, traditional looking. But on this side, these leaves are round and almost like Chelsea looking. If you've seen a Hoya Chelsea, they look very, very similar. So, if you guys know, I don't know if it's maybe just the particular plant itself, or if this is a totally different plant. I don't know. Either way, I like it. It's doing really well. It's got all kinds of new growth here, and she's getting quite long down in there. But yeah, so if you have any opinions or suggestions about the plants in here, please let me know. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Okay, I gotta climb up for the next one. Okay, the next one I had to climb up here for because she's a big lady. So this, all of these leaves here, over here, on the other side over there. This is my philodendron mammy, and this plant is so crazy. I think I like her because she will not conform. I put this pole in here, let me just show you, so that she could climb up this pole, and as you can see, she hasn't rooted herself into the pole. Hold on, I gotta get down on the ladder here a little bit so you can see this. So she just wants to do whatever she wants to do. Please play along, gimbal. Thank you. So this, she's just kind of coming out and she's doing her own thing. And I'm okay with that. She's living life and she's beautiful. Look at these leaves. They just look poofy and voluptuous. I like that word. Anyways, this is her newest leaf right here. And it is still, you know, absolutely gorgeous. The lumpy voluptuousness and those little silver streaks. Beautiful. And this is a very fast growing plant. So this philodendron gives me about one leaf every 3 to 4 weeks, which is crazy. And that's throughout the winter. Like, no joke, it's insane. So if you want a philodendron that is very rewarding and a fast grower, definitely pick one of these guys up because you will not be disappointed. So that is my philodendron mammy. Okay, the second last plant that I'm going to show you today is my philodendron verrucosum melanochrysum cross. Look at those leaves. Goodness. This is her newest leaf. Wow, so pretty. So this is another really, really fast grower. Let's see if I can get the... She's just beautiful. The leaves are velvety, and they have that deeper tone of the melanochrysum, but the really pretty veins of the verrucosum. And you also have, I think you see a little bit on the back of this one, it's red-ish, but it's not like bright in your face red like the verrucosum. But it's absolutely a stunning plant, and if you want to purchase one of these, please do keep in mind that they grow quickly and they grow quite tall. So if you've got the space height-wise for it, then you are golden. But definitely just an FYI. So I'm probably going to chop this guy here soon once spring comes, and I'll root it and then repot it down in the bottom and have, you know, more than one vine coming up, or stem. Okay, so that is my philodendron verrucosum melanochrysum cross. And the last plant that I'll show you, just because he's right here, is my string of hearts. We'll just look way down. There he is. So he does need some water right now. I was doing the little Nick Pileggi taco test, and they're folding up like, you know, a soggy taco. So I do need to give her some water, but he is here in this self-watering planter, which I don't actually keep a whole lot of water in because I just have it on a push pin. And although I do hang almost everything with push pins, including this massive painting over here, if I put too much weight on that, it's going to pull that right out. It's one thing if this painting falls, because it's canvas, but if this guy falls, it's going to be a big old mess, and I'm going to hurt a plant, and I don't want to do that. So I might actually get Jordan to put a screw in that right now. Well, not right this second, but so that I can have a little bit more water in here, because I think with the fan's just off to the left here, I think that soil dries out a lot more quickly than it would if it was somewhere else. And so I think it's just not retaining enough moisture. So anyways, I have your regular green variety in here, and also off to the side there, which is probably a little more difficult to see, there is it's not a variegated variety, but it is the variety that's like a misty purpley color. If you guys know what those are called, let me know. I'm not overly well versed in string of hearts, but they are pretty and I do like them. So my goal with this one, as I'm sure everybody's goal is with their string of hearts, is to get it looking like Christian crazy plant guys. Gorgeous, beautiful, iconic string of hearts. So that is the last plant on this tour today. I am going to go ahead right now and I am going to share with you the Plant Tribe comment from the last video. Today's Plant Tribe comment comes from Danielle C. Danielle was totally freaked out by my Hoya imbricata. If you haven't seen the Hoya haul video, go ahead and check that out. It's one of those love it or you hate it kind of plants. And I just think it kind of rubbed Danielle the wrong way, but that's all right. Not everything is for everybody. I still love you, Danielle. Thank you so much for your comment. Okay, that was my Plant Tribe comment. Thank you so much. Again, now I'm going to go ahead and share with you a few of my Instagram favorite plant folks. These people all sent me and wanted to share with me pictures of their favorite plant in their collection. So I think we are going to continue that for at least 1 or 2 more videos. So if you're watching this, and you can find me on Instagram, I will put my Instagram handle down below. It is down below in the description. It is also, as always, I'll put it across the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and find me and send me a picture of your favorite plant in your collection currently, along with just a little brief blurb about why it's your favorite plant. But without further ado, here are my Instagram favorite plant folks for today. Okay, thank you all so much for sharing that with me. That is so amazing. Continue to share with me. I love talking to you guys. I love seeing your plants in your collection. So yeah, I think that's going to basically wrap it up for me today. So keep an eye out, because we have a lot more to get through. All right. Okay, Plant Tribe, thank you so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. I appreciate it so much. I love you all to bitty bits. Have a great day, night, week, month, and year, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah!